So it's not about fame. We all understand that now. And yeah, and we all understand that it's about happiness with your families, and that's it. And mostly, it's about protection, guardianship, innocent souls. Doggies? Kitty? Yeah. And yeah, this is Charlie, and I'm here on the edge of the world. And yeah, scratch myself. And yeah, and it's the birds that that talk to you, and they make everything so beautiful here. Just having your window open, like, you know, and you can hear them, and it, it's what makes this world the most awe-inspiring, like majestic beyond belief, like most beautiful place. It's the beauty and the animals and the horsies, the horsies. And I started to hear the crows speak to me. It was in Vancouver, and in 2012, and it was after a festival. There was a festival, the Entheos Festival, and it was all about communicating with like like higher like and yeah, yeah, and yeah. Yeah. So on the second night of Entheos, like the party was it was like 1,000 people in the woods in BC, in the big fields and forests, and on the second night the party was just going, like the energy was just like off the hook, and our entire group were like there, like everyone was there, like on the dance floor, and like everyone was just putting something, like making this whole thing together go, and we got an understanding. We were having an understanding, a collective understanding that was happening and, and permeating uh, through us, and we could feel it. We knew we were like connecting, and we knew we were having this understanding, all of us, and it was because our minds were open. A lot of people were eating mushrooms and stuff, like LSD, and everyone was like on the floor, like, and everyone was putting something down, putting it all together. Everyone was part of this group, and everyone had a part, a beautiful instrumental piece to play in this massive. It was like a miniature, like collective, like explosion, like of understanding. All people were together and understanding, all together, and our vibe was just going up and up and and up, and it was like whoa. And then all of a sudden, the vibe started. It just kind of like it went back down, went down, and people like lost the energy. But there is a man who was killed that night at the festival. He was killed. Someone stabbed him in the face in his tent, and the reason I say this is because I always thought that was like reptilians came or something came and like did that, so it would like lower everyone's vibe and put us into like a total state of fear and disharmony. And it worked. Yeah. And the worst part the worst part was, right, okay, yeah, like everyone was like coming off psychedelics, and in the morning we hear about this, and then everyone's like walking through the forest, like all like trying to get to their tent, and they're like, "Oh my God, there's a murderer on the loose!" and then like everyone after 2 hours since like the rumors started, like at 7, the big the big gathering bell, and everyone went, and 1,000 people in a big ring, and a helicopter going around, circling around, looking at everyone, and then it landed, and half of the people in the festival were they wanted to clear everyone out. The police did, of course. Police could have been part of it, I don't know. They were definitely doing like gang stalking and all kinds of like sneaky, horrible attacks on innocent civilians with using microwave weapons and targeting hundreds of millions of people around the world, and especially in the States and Canada. They were violently intimidating, abusing targeted people. People like activists, that kind of thing, were getting targeted. Anyone with a big vibe, they were getting targeted and shot with microwave weapons from our own police force in the fucking sky, in helicopters and planes. They were like fucking people up, and it was just relentless, and it was like psychotic, like insectoid, like like yeah. Like you could tell how psychotic they were when they would buzz you and stuff. It's like whoa. Anyway, so the police they let like half the people go, and then the other half had to stay. Yeah, and I had to stay another night, and that second night was it was so weird. Oh my God, and I don't know. I had an okay time, I guess. I was just like, eventually, everyone was scared though. Me too. Everyone was like. Eventually, I fell asleep. Yeah. Doing hallucinogens the night before, so yeah. But it like yeah, I don't know, the shockwave from that thing through Vancouver, and like wow. And yeah, I think like a lot of people were like whoa, like blown away by that, and that was when the crows, everyone's third eye was, yeah, and the crows started Kitsilano, and in that neighborhood in Vancouver, and yeah. I saw David Suzuki down there. on Kids Beach. He's with his little grandson. Like, he's 70 years old. He wasn't wearing a shirt. He was like jacked like him. Yeah. So the crows, they're like telepathic. Apparently, I just found this out, and I think Christian says too. They're the only bird that uses their third eye, but they yeah, they can read your mind, and the crows are talking to me after that every time, every day, nonstop. If I had a good a good thought, like an uplifting, like inspiring thought, they would be like, yeah, 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 yeah. And if I had like a like a disparaging thought, like they'd be like, no, no, no. Yeah. So there you go.